Hello, my people. I greet you now. Still on the matter when we dey talk since about this Benue, the killing when they happen for Benue, Nigeria. My brother now we still dey. Today now we're going to talk about how we go say come out from this problem wey we dey, because we no go continue to dey keep our mouth shut. We no go continue to dey keep quiet. You know, say yesterday our brother when he dey online with us, he really try well. He tell us many things when they happen for that Benue. So today now I will call am back make he come tell us wetin we go do to come outside from this problem, because this thing don too much. Way out of all this nonsense na we go do today. So make I call our brother. If we continue like this, there will be no food in Nigeria again, because if they keep dey burn our bush, dey kill our farmers, wetin people go dey eat, wetin people go do? So my brother, good evening how you dey, how is everything? Sorry say I call you today again I want make we still continue our
Yeah, good
discussion wey we
evening.
dey discuss. How is everything? How is your family, my brother?
You're fine, and yours?
Fine, we thank God. So,
Ah,
my brother, I call you today so that you we go talk about way to solve this problem when dey happen for Benue, Nigeria. The killings, the kidnapping, the bandits, when they go on for this our country. Wetin we fit do to come outside from all this problem?
okay, thank you so much. Well, within this time, based on my experience, I could give some point and ideas where I feel go help, to put an end to this menace. Yeah, so I think the last call, get, sorry, let me switch to English. We understood that this is a long time thing. It didn't just start today,
Yes,
right?
yes,
There's
yes.
been templates. The truth is, we are trying to give what in English is called cosmetic solution to a long time problem.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but it's colonialism that actually created the template for this. Right? If we want to go into that, it's going to be a whole long time talk, right? Okay, so but in a nutshell, if you want to end this for now and the future generation, we need to have it in two measures: one, immediate and long-term measures.
Mm.
And the truth is that the key player here has to be the federal government, right? Because what is happening is beyond communal clash, right? Or
Yes.
even if it were the team versus Idoma, the state could solve it. But these are people come from other states, even coming from other countries, right? Because the Fulani race spreads beyond Nigeria. They are, in short, they are one of the last settlers in Nigeria. So it's a bit complex that the federal government have to take it as a major tax. Now, why is it important? The truth is, in the last 6 years, there's been a geometric increase in the price of foodstuff and materials. And do you know, you can trace it directly to this.
Before Oko, I say my husband go give me money say go market. Okay, those days, for example, if you take 5,000 go market, you bet it's everywhere go full. Now book 5,000, you no go full. Wetin you wan buy? Wetin you wan buy comot for market? Because of there's no more no way for them to farm. Since there's no way for them to farm, so everything go come dey there.
Yeah.
And this same problem, apart from wetin I dey talk so, this problem don still break many homes because of no enough money for food. Some marriage don break, everyday fight this that. That one na another day story. My brother, please continue.
Yeah, so it's actually the heart of the problem that the country is having right now. increase in the hike of price. The hike in price, foodstuff, and then that basically has a ripple effect on other areas or sectors of business. But if the cost with which I buy food is high, apart from fuel, this is the next thing, right? So if cost with which I buy food is high, I as a landlord will increase my rates,
Yes, now.
right? Then um, as a businessman, I will increase. So you see, everything dwells on
Yes.
this. Now, they have great because of the conflict there, the killings of the farmers there, because these guys are the food basket, many of the nation. Tomatoes and many of they come from that place. They go through that route. Even if it's come from there, it goes through that route. Now, because there's a scarcity, economists tell us that there will be artificial increase in price. Right?
Yes,
so
yes.
So you see that this is the hard. Sometimes, some of these branches will tell you, it's the little things that make the big things right. Little steps make the real things, the big things, they make it right. So this is the heart of the problem that Nigeria is facing, right?
Yes.
Because one of the functions of government, I think I mentioned the last time we spoke, is to provide security, right? Then, and what are the basic things that a man needs? So number one is food. Number two is shelter.
Yes.
And housing. Now, so if you are not having food, you're not having security and housing. Now, these guys are being displaced in their own communal land. Not that they moved to a different place. Not like they relocated. Their lands that their ancestors have been for several hundreds of years. They have become refugees there. Automatically, they don't farm anymore. So that gap has not been refilled by any other state. And that is the cause of. Now, interesting thing is that Benue, for me, I think I said also the last time, that Benue is just a case study. This same thing is replicating itself in several other states.
Yes, now so many places. I tell you before, before our last discussion about my husband, he plant and he do everything. The person wey supposed to dey manage the farm, he go say funali herdsmen no let am go farm. So that's why all money wey he invest for him farm, he to plant a pantry, all everything go just like that.
Exactly. So, for me, this is the heart. Now, I think the other day I mentioned the man that came from the US investing in very large expanse of land, and he was killed in his farm by the same person.
Okay.
So this is, for me, it is a state of emergency. It will be treated with all urgency because it's affecting every sphere of life, right? It's crippling businesses and all that, making it difficult for the common man to eat. And the truth is, any nation that has prospered first ensured that the people had enough to eat. That's number one. Then when there's so much, there's excess, they start exporting. We can start, whether are you talking about the American Revolution, you're talking about the most recent powerful one is that of the Chinese. They started first, they focused on agriculture. They had so much. And later they started exporting. And from there, they started making their machines, and that's what we are seeing right now. Now they are a major competitor to America. Even because America is a financial house, China will be the world power.
Yeah.
You see, so food on the table is number one. He's a man that has food on his table that thinks. You understand? So, for me, this is a major thing that has to be dealt with. All this politicizing that we do in Africa is retarding growth. It's as some people will call it, being clever by half. We are walking all around trying to get solution when the solution is right in front of you. But out of politics and wanting to please some few set of persons, you don't want to deal with the dragon. So anyway, let me not take so much of our time. Like I said,
so my brother, wetin me I ask you is that wetin we go do to solve this problem?
Very good. That's exactly where I was getting to. I said, okay, you just caught me. I said that there are two measures. One is the immediate and long-term measures.
Okay.
And the federal government has a major role to play. Yeah, I said that before.
Yes, I want make you repeat am so that my people wey go hear am. You tell I want you say one, you don tell us one, two, I want make you talk am like that so that people wey dey house go hear everything so that they can also help us share am. Make people know about this way go that go the na go help us improve.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, the first measures I said is the immediate measure. That's the one that has to happen now. So in the short term, first, restoring peace will require security actions. And first, disarming of all armed actors. Who are the actors? Basically, the Fulani herders. Now, we had a case of the pastor in Lagos few weeks ago. I think he was in a teaser, but basically not a god. Just because he showed it, I think he was invited to the police station. He had to go and then make a statement. It's interesting how someone who was protecting himself with an arm, I'm not trying to say what he was right or wrong, but I'm just trying to make a contrast here, was being invited to the police station. But someone has been going with gun, moving around the bushes.
See, my brother, if you want go there now, you know the only pastors matter now that they carry for head for Nigeria. When it gets to pastors matters, they carry am for head.
Yeah, I don't want. Yes, the whole essence is not to go there, but I'm making the contrast.
I know be say I dey go there. I just want bring am come my side. Na only pastors matter that they carry for head. The killing when they happen for how many years? Na so Boko Haram they kidnap those guys when it start. They not dey see those ones. People when they sponsor and they say they not dey see those ones. So when it get to pastors matters, they will take it on their head.
Yeah. So now, a man who was defending himself, basically he didn't shoot or do anything, even if it was actually an arm. Okay, yes, probably it was an illegal arm. He is being invited to the station, right? But we have people who have been maiming people, who have been robbing people, who have been raping people, women and children, who have been displacing, burning people's houses and homes, enter into people's houses, enter into their farms, their herds would destroy millions of investors.
They not they see those ones. No.
And when the person talks, they shoot down or they come to the village and kill everybody in the village. Right? These people are moving. And there's something I've noticed about bullying. When you don't deal with bullying, it gets worse.
Yes. Their shoulder will come, they raise more to do more bad.
Every time these guys do this and they go away with it, then I've even heard of cases whereby even when you go to report and let's say they hold them, they hear a call. Somebody calls and say, free that guy. What does that put in? That means that they're untouchable.
Yes, now. That one will come give them the mind to do more. If not be when our what would you go call them? Their godfather. Their godfather. Even when they kill, you put them for sale. They go hear one story or the other. They don't release them. Then why they not go get men say do more evil?
That's the point. So the hypocrisy has to stop, right?
May our government they start to dey show good example. No vex my brother. The thing just dey vex me. Now maybe they sometimes no vex.
Hello.
Yes, continue.
The process is first there have to be a disarmament of these people. Are they legal owners of those equipment? Are they invisible? Is it that our law enforcement agencies don't see them moving around with those instruments? And what have they done?
No, na pastor they sweet them inside.
And then people are running away from them. You come to my farm, I run away from my farm because I know if I say anything, I'll be shot. Right? It has to stop. Right? That is the number as a
see,
sacred one.
my brother, see what you just I think see what you if you not be uniform man, right? From now on, make dem not see gun for your hand. What do you think about that kind of law?
But that's the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Legal possessors of those
If you not be uniform man, make dem not see gun for your hand.
See, hello, sorry. The challenge is not that these things are not there, but they are not being implemented because, like I said, these guys are being treated as sacred persons.
Not
so
true.
They are basically untouchable. Even if they are arrested, the call will come before the end of the day, and then they are out again.
Not true.
You know?
Their godfather go bring the come outside.
So now, how do we solve this problem? This is a problem that exists. How is it going to be solved? Number one, in the short term, we need to strengthen the security infrastructure.
Okay, number one, more than year
Now, and how do you strengthen the security infrastructure? Let there be military bases.
1 minute, please wait. 1 minute. Continue, my brother, no verse.
Let there be number one. Let there be military bases and rapid response team, so that if as soon as
hello,
there is, as soon as there's an alert, hey, this is happening, they go there. Not saying, oh, this I'm a Fulani, so I will not act, because there's a lot of sabotage. In short, the system needs to be flushed, because some of these things won't happen if there are no sabotage. But like I said, we need to work on our system. Now, the military bases and rapid response team, number one. But because we know that even in that military basis, some of the persons who are the top leaders might actually be the Fulanis. And they know that their brothers will be doing these things and might even aid them in doing it. So then it comes to number two. And this is something that people have been agitating for a long time. We need community policing. Let there be a form of communal police or state police units. Right? Train to handle this thing. Train to handle these issues. Right? People, that they can even disarm them. If they see them with this equipment, they can disarm them immediately. They have that knowledge. I mean, they have that right to disarm them. And the Fulanis understand that these people have the right to disarm you. These are things that have to be done. Hello, we there.
I dey hear you, my brother. We dey learn. I dey hear you. Continue.
Then, number three, there is a need to improve the communication and trust between the civilians. When I'm talking about civilians, both now in this case, the victims, like in this case, we're talking about Benue, communities that had this issue, right?
Yeah.
Now, and both the victims and then the people who are actually the assailants, the guys who are doing this, that the headers, there needs to be a very strong communication. They need to be trained. That's just the truth. So there need to be a form of communication between both the victim, the bully, in this case, and the security forces. Let there be an understanding that this and this will happen if this happens again. So, for me, that's number one. Okay. Let's just say I can call that A. So, what I just said, strengthen the security infrastructure, because we basically don't have a security infrastructure in Nigeria.
At all.
All we have are military bullies who, when it is time for them to play their role, they fail. They are very good at bullying the civilians, the people who are harmless. But when it is time to face the real problems, we don't want to go into that. Start talking about Boko Haram and the rest of them.
Yes.
Don't know these things. Right? Now, that's number one. I've talked about strengthening the security infrastructure. Number two is to disarm the militias.
Okay.
And we the militias were talking about the headers or whatsoever name,
Yeah.
or no men as they call them, this
Yes.
whatsoever name they call them. And to do that, number one, we need to launch a joint disarmament operation targeting the armed headers with automatic weapons, the local vigilante groups, including those backed by the politicians. Then offer amnesty and reintegration programs for the disarmed individuals. Without disarmament, and if you don't disarm them, look, there will be no.
Yes, so wetin my brother dey talk so na true.
If you don't disarm them, sorry, if you don't disarm them, there will be no
Peace.
because except you stop a bully from bullying, you remove his wings. You remove his wings. He will continue to do what he's doing. Sorry, my kids.
No problem, so, no problem, my brother.
This to me, this is the short-term process. I mean, the short-term step to solve this problem. Right?
Yeah.
Basically, strengthen security infrastructure and then disarm the militias. You can offer amnesty programs to them and some form of training. But then, if you don't disarm them, forget it. At the slightest provocation again, because right now in their head, they feel that they are better than those other persons. Not just because these other guys are not using the equipment.
Yes.
If the same equipment that they have, those villagers have the same equipment, who says that they will do better? I'm not sure they would have implemented this. But these are just a peaceful community that they entered into because they have equipment and then they are using it against them. Okay, so for me, that's for long-term solution. Now, I'm sorry, short-term solution. So if we're talking about the long-term solution, for long-term solution, we need to understand that Nigeria must address the root cause of the conflict, which number one is land, livelihoods, law, and justice. Because let us be frank with ourselves, all these things is caused by what I just mentioned. The land, the headers, they need land. Is that not so?
Yes.
They need land. They are trying. All of them are trying to make a source of living.
Yeah.
For example, the header is trying to make a source of living. The farmers planted their crops and then their crops have been destroyed by the Fulani herdsmen. Right? So it's an issue of everyone trying to create a livelihood for them.
Yes, sir.
But then again, in this, we need to consider law and justice. You can't be juggle justice. You can't, because here is selfishness. You come into my farm, you are not considering that I have crops in my farm. Just because you want your cows to eat, you condemn my things.
Yes, they don't care.
They now stay in my farm as if it is yours.
They can even put their tent, put their camp there itself. So far, it not concern them. They value their cow more than human being.
So anyway, now for that to happen, as much as many people don't want that, but there's a need for ranching or gaming reserves. Well, we don't want, many of the states don't want you to, because what many persons are saying is, why should these people be giving gaming or ranching or grazing reserves? Because, for example, a Benin man moves to Kano, is he giving land to farm there?
Even when that Benin, when that, for example, what you talk, so even when that Benin man move to Kano, come buy house, right, for there, and what come break out, or fight, killing dey happen, they go burn down my house. If they not even kill her inside the house.
Yeah, but now the point, okay, the point here is now that the guy moves, he has to buy. wait. So now the guy moves there. He has to take care of his livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Buhari, that's the past administration, was suggesting creating ranches for them.
Mm-hmm.
But under the federal government expenses, doesn't make sense because that simply means that they are special cities. That
Yes,
simply means
sir.
they are special cities. Because if a Fulani would be given ranch, whereas an Igbo man or a Bini is moving to the north, he has to take care of his own expenses. He has to get a house for himself. He has to get a shop for himself. Then it means that there's a preferential treatment.
Yes,
and
now.
I actually think so. I would suggest those cattle are owned by individuals. If you think you want to relocate, then get a land there, buy it, and fund it by yourself.
Yes.
After all, the proceeds of your business is for you and not for the government or the people. Now,
Hello, my brother. You there?
yes, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the truth, what many of these, and that's where illiteracy is actually in the heart of this, what many of these ranchers or cattle rearers don't know is that modern day ranching, whereby they are in a space, increases productivity and reduces pressure, nomadic pressure. It reduces it, so it's even better for them. They can get so many products from the cow if it's located in one center. They will be more fed if it is located in one center rather than moving it from one point to another. Now, another step that will be taken is land reform. Well, I think a lot of the states are already doing that, but it needs to be optimized, whereby the digitalized land records verify ownerships, right? So it doesn't turn out that the Fulani comes and then the people run away, it then becomes their land. No. So, but when every land is being digital, it's on a digital roadmap, like digital map and all that, using GIS. It makes the land to be for the owner, irrespective of what the issue is. So whether the Fulani man comes and take whatever happens, that land belongs to the owner. You understand? These are things that has to be handled. Now, I've actually suggested here the ranching, personal ranchings, and then the land reform. Right? And then there's a need for training. There's a need for training for the headers. They should train the headers. This is the federal government. Train the headers on dairy processing. That's process the milk and so on and so forth. Right? They should be trained on it. They should also consider other options like fishery and poultry and so on and so forth. Then also allow a kind of partnership between the farmers and the herders. For example, the farmers can actually grow grasses for them and sell it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the herders, that's the cattle rearers, can provide manure for them.
Mm-hmm.
So their partners, and this is partnership, it becomes a symbiotic relationship,
Yeah.
a win-win. And in between, it's providing a lot of employment. Now, if those cattle were in the ranches, there will be possibility of making them. There will be possibility of several other industries that could come in here that could be a source of employment. Right?
Yeah.
So the fact is, the federal government has to enlighten them. Yes, they have to step in to do this. Now, again, is justice and reconciliation. Prosecute attacks and retaliation fairly. There should be no preference So if someone does something wrong, wherever, whatever color, tribe, or ethnicity, he should face the law. The law should be the law. Also, they will set up peace and mediation committees led by respected elders, women leaders, and so on to solve problems. Then launch a truth-telling platform to rebuild trust. Are you getting me?
Yes,
So these are
yes.
things that justice should be fair, so that everyone will understand that this is justice. Now, no local or state effort can succeed without active federal leadership. Are you getting me? Because a lot of this power lies, what is happening is on the federal level, so it has to be done. This is the role, now we are the third part, the role of the federal government. Because the federal government is the one that can actually execute a lot of the laws that need to be executed. So they need to execute, because what's done, what they did here is terrorism. Right? So they need to start enforcing anti-terror laws. It needs to be enforced. Treat heavily armed groups as terrorist threats, regardless of their identity. Expand military operations to trace armed suppliers. They are politicizing it. Another thing they could do is dialogue with stakeholders. Where there are lots of them, like Metia Allah and the other Fulani Association. It's why we dialogue with them and make them know that it is time, if they don't stop what they are doing, they will face the arm of the law. Because a lot of them come and then they give threats, even on social media. Government does nothing about it. And so that's why they feel that they can do undo, that they are untouchable.
Yes, no.
Yes, because the government created the platform for them to do that, so you can't blame them.
Yeah.
Now, as you are doing the dialogue, include the farmers' union there in these communities that have been affected. Each of them across the nation, let there be like a meeting, whether in Abuja or somewhere, whether it's going to be on the state level or on the federal level, they all meet, and then there's a dialogue on the way forward, because this has to stop. It's affecting the economy of the nation. It's affecting the productivity of the nation. We are having a country that the population is increasing geometrically yearly, and yet the supply of food is dropping. Then what do you expect? The cost to be high. We are not even able to provide for our feeding as a nation. Then how do we export? So at the end, a country that has the land, has everything, the manpower, it keeps importing food every year. And why is all this happening? Because of some very small expanse of persons that are basically terrorizing the entire nation. And it's from both from the north to the south, from the east to the west, everywhere. So for me, in a nutshell, as I try to summarize, I'll hand over to you. It's possible, right? But there have to be a reform. And there has to be some form of, there has to be, not even some form, there have to be honesty and transparency in this. Not politicizing the life of people, putting people at risk just because of some few persons that own some set of cattle. So I drop my mic here.
My father, thank you very much. We really learned from your discussion this evening. We really appreciate you. Thank you for coming to our platform, speaking with us. God bless you. So we have heard, we don't hear our governors, our president, our leaders. Abeg, more na put una head together. Make we solve this killing, this terrorism, this bandits, these Boko Haram people, these Fulani herdsmen, make we stop all this evil when they do to not just Borno, to other country, to other states in Nigeria. Abeg make we put our head together. This is this all this problem make e stop. This place wey we for dey talk about this news today is called sharp space, and there are so many things that we dey bring for now. More una no forget to follow us, because more information go come about marriage, about actress, about actors. We go dey give una the correct amebo for this sharp space. No forget to follow us o. We love una o. More una keep una self safe o. God bless you. Bye bye.